Yo, what's going on? It is your boy, Vibing with the King, man. I'm on air again. You already know how it is. You already know how it is. Alright, so today we got a good old game of the Bulls versus the Warriors. But honestly, this is the Hall of Fame challenge. I challenged myself by doing Hall of Fame. And, I set the speed to 60. But, I'm going to turn it up to that 90. And we're going to get it going. Alright, y'all ready? Alright, hold on.
Season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Rose against Thompson. Rose kicks to Dunleavy. Butler dishes to Dunleavy. Outside Gibson. And Curry pulls it down.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all three from the field.
On defense, the Warriors. 4-point game.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game. And for Stephen Curry, a value contract,
Booyah!
a growing list of endorsements, one of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off.
Takes the three. A second chance effort. And there's the bucket as Green finishes it off. Green's got his second basket.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here's Butler. Here's Gasol. The baseline jumper goes down. Gasol's got 5.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
That is good.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Thompson against Rose. Up and in on the layup.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Elbow shot. Second chance shot, and Gibson sends it back. Dishes to Butler. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And injuries once again were a central theme of the Bulls' season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. And it's Green missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to McDermott. The feed to Brooks. And finished off by Noah.
All right,
and the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive ball.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Ray. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has. And such a strong finisher.
I am definitely
as well.
willing and open to,
And for the Bulls and injuries, a lot of teams plan for these type of things. There's only so much Clark can do to mitigate losing your starting backcourt.
But I tell you, great respect and admiration for the Bulls for how they fought through the difficulty. I mean, their front court did what they could. The injuries, once again, I thought turned the Bulls from championship contenders to just a playoff team.
Moore is checked in for Chicago. And then for Golden State, Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Spates kicks to Green. And a wide open look for Iguodala. And the three ball is good. Iguodala's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Dishes it to McDermott. And Moore kicks to Brooks. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Offensive rebound. Noah, the pass to Mirotic. Great tee that time from Green.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And here's Iguodala outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Mirotic. Back to Moore. A three ball. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. The Warriors lead it. Kicks it to Barbosa from outside the arc. That is good.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively, at least, partner, I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Here is Livingston. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Feeds it to Spates. Mirotic grabs the miss.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Here's Moore. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Moore's got 5 now.
This is the Hall of Fame challenge.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Warriors on top, up by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
You know we've been sitting here listening to Kendrick Lamar track. Let's switch it up a bit.
And now a chance to hear from Stephen Curry about the team's struggles of late.
This is Lil Fo. Get what Lil Fo album.
Whether we made shots or not, we felt like we had a chance to win.
And this song,
and I think we kind of got away from that. It's been a struggle to get, that moment.
You know, Clark, when you hear a talent as tremendous as Curry talk about what a struggle it is, you know you're watching just outstanding basketball.
Well, I tell you what, I like that kind of serious and focused attitude that it's really always been Curry's approach. It's one of the reasons he's always working to get better and hone and upgrade his game, and how he's able to take it that one notch forward each season.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter. Portis is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Rose in at point guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Bogut, good. Bogut's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Curry. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And he gets it to go.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
You know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
The Bulls shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. The dish to Dunley. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Outside Curry. To the middle. Here's Ezeli. Goes back up, and it's good on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 9.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And stolen by Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Barnes has got his first points of the game. It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential. They put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great...
Yeah.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement. And how about Harrison Barnes?
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor.
High school phenom
Spacing.
in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Bulls. Justin Holiday comes in for Rose. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for the Warriors. And Gibson kicks to Dunleavy. Butler from outside. And the basket good. Butler's got himself on the board with 3 there. Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina. Grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting. His mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
And Chicago called for the foul. Some changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Portis. Mirotic comes in for Dunleavy. And it's Brooks in for Butler. Golden State also making some changes. Spates comes in for Festus Ezeli. And it's Draymond Green in for Harrison Barnes. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And Holiday, here we go. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Rush. Ian Clark comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Green left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from Clark.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
McDermott's checked in for Taj Gibson. Livingston, no luck. Bulls trail by 9. It's Noah with the drive. Pass to Holiday. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. First one falls for him.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settling.
Let's go.
It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the final. Impressive work. Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line.
And it's a super first half for him at the free throw line.
Yeah, he's been his best up there. He's got the confident stroke going today. You know, it's been a rougher year than he expected at the line, guys. I mean, he's seen the numbers dropping off for him this year.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
And the Bulls making a change here. Moore's checked in. Warriors leading by 9. Iguodala outside. He dishes it to Green. Spates sets a screen. There's a good screen. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 15. Drained for 2 points.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals are just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
And it's the Warriors' ball. Clark dishes to Spates. Spates with a screen on Brooks. Livingston passes to Spates. Noah with the block. Moore outside. The 11-footer. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Moore's got 7.
Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
And that does it for the first half of play. Warriors lead by 7. And now,
Kevin, I'm here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Sit your ass down, boy. You know damn well you ain't a miracle worker.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. In the second quarter, we began to see what they're capable of when everything starts clicking, as they pulled out to a 7-point lead by the end of the half. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
Their lack of execution surprised me. You know, they had a lot of turnovers off sloppy ball handling, which goes back to the fundamentals. And I know we say it all the time, just make the simple play. And this is why. Without giving away possessions, they'd be a lot closer in this game.
And that's going to do it for now, as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. It's been quite a game for Andrew Bogut.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. I mean, he'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch. I'm sure of that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Barnes at the small forward position.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. That sends Harrison Barnes to the free throw line. That one on Rose. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost him.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
Up top, Curry. He's covered by Rose. Butler on the wing. Fires from 14. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Curry against Rose. And Curry, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 6.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration. And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Here's Rose. And again, Chicago, no good. Warriors leading by 14. Barnes kicks to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. And Green gets it to go. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. The pass to Green. He kicks to Thompson. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Andrew Bogut. Here's Curry. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling. Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
The Bulls have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And he makes the first.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for the Warriors. Rush gets the bucket. Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. And the foul on Derrick Rose. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah is checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Portis. McDermott's checked in for Butler. And it's Brooks in for Rose.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Livingston, that's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 20-5 run. And then Iguodala with the dunk.
Is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is an elite company.
You know, he's got that it factor, no doubt about it. He causes excitement just by walking in the building.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
From deep, another miss by Iguodala. And Mirotic kicks to McDermott. Brooks dishes to Noah. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got his 4th assist in this one. Here is Livingston. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Clark, the pass to Iguodala. Releases from the wing and drills it. Iguodala's got 9.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the Brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer, was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Ejuan Moore is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. It's tipped and stolen by Barnes. Curry with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. The 3 from Barnes. The shot is off. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Dunleavy. Outside Gibson. And Moore kicks to Dunleavy. And Gibson, here we go. The shot no good. The Warriors shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Here's Green. Pass to Bogut. Tries again, and Gibson sends it back. Rose against Thompson. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. He was all alone on that one.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
You know, guys, Taj Gibson now has 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Moore. And then for Golden State, Ezeli's checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Thompson. Barbosa kicks to Ezeli. Curry, wide open, drills the three-pointer. Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, you know, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
Rose dishes to Butler. Back to Rose. Butler on the way. From past the arc. And good on the basket. Book it. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the wide open shot from Green. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Outside Butler. Back to Rose. Let's go. It's Butler that time on the assist by Rose. 8 points for Jimmy Butler. Here's Rush. There's the killer two-handed slam.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Some changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Ezeli. Iguodala comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Klay Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. Screen by Bogut. Green, the pass to Curry. And it's Golden State with another.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Here's Rose. And Gibson kicks to Dunleavy. Back to Gibson. Over to the left wing. He feeds it to Dunleavy. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Curry. Dishes it to Bogut. Rebound by Butler. Chicago has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Dunleavy kicks to Gasol, and he goes in for the dunk.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Thompson outside. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Bogut makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Rose, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
It's Iguodala with the drive. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for Curry. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Butler kicks to Gibson. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Iguodala dishes to Bogut. The screen from Thompson. Here's Green. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Butler from outside. And the Bulls, another 3.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
I hope you enjoyed
it. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. And with Klay Thompson, as a unit, the team seemed to have a cohesive approach out there. How important was the lift you got from the bench?
Just do it as a team. You know, it's not an individual effort. We're a real deep team this year. We got a lot of guys who would start on some good